Okay, so we talked about generational knowledge. All right, so what's the study of life? Life. The tree of life. Okay. So, yeah. At the collapse of the kingdom of the beast in Revelation, I'm talking to you, Skip. My camera skipped out earlier, so I'm not passionate right now. I'm doing it over again, which I hate doing. At the collapse of the kingdom of the beast, three unclean spirits come out of the mouth of the dragon and the beast and the false prophet. So, um, anyway, then behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he who keeps his clothes, lest he walk naked and I see his shame. And then the river Euphrates dries up to prepare the way for the kings of the east. I talked about another chakra point here in your belly. When it comes on, it feels like there's delightful energy flowing out of it, and you feel so good and like everything's okay. So whatever was that the band Nirvana was thinking was the river of living water that flows out of your belly was probably like farty diarrhea. It's not, but that's not it. There's there's a there's an energy point in your belly, and when you achieve nirvana or spiritual peace and enlightenment, it flows out of your belly like a river of living water. Okay, and then at the end of all this stuff happens, and then there's it's you didn't mention it, but it's in there. Unless it's not in there, because you know what? People love to do things they're not supposed to do, and it says don't change the words at all of this book. They think people figured it out. They thought they figured it out. And if they'd have listened to Jesus, they would have thought again before they started trying to change scriptures. I think they did. Anyway, I bring this up because it's never part of the story of the fall of man. I mean, we know all about how they get cast out of Eden, and then now you must stretch forth your hand and eat the fruit of the tree of life, which is nothing on me, except for maybe I can give it to you by speaking if you listen to me. You, so, whatever predatory behaviors. They found Jesus in the temple after 3 days, and all the priests were, oh, Jesus, you're so smart. Come away, Jesus, come away. Leave these important men alone. He was subject unto them. It wasn't fair. It's just he didn't know what was good for him because he was 12. Okay. I'm sorry, child predation. I find it to be very disturbing. In addition to regular predation. So, anyway, it's never brought up. Stretch forth your hand and eat the fruit of the tree of life, or else you will surely die. But it's in there. And then also, it shall be exceedingly difficult, for they shall be in love with their own selves. But then we get the last horse of true and faithful. They ride forth true and faithful. Each one, his clothes are dipped in the blood of Jesus. They know they can do it because Jesus did it before them. I think they got up to that mountain and then they actually fell for it and they're like, oh, I get to take over the earth now because I'm so smart and I'm God. But no, you're not. If I'm not God, you're definitely not God. Okay. But they do. And then after that is when Christ lives and reigns with the saints for 1,000 years. So that leads me to believe that that's what all that means. And it's entirely likely that Jesus resides in the body of a bunch of people that like you already don't like, right? So I think you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself there, Skip. And I just wanted to throw that out there. It shall be exceedingly difficult, for they shall be in love with their own selves. But then they march forth true and faithful. Okay. And Christ lived and reigned with the saints for 1,000 years. Is there something else I wanted to say? Oh, one of the rabbis. Those who know don't say, and those who say don't know. Yeah, I think it's just the butt germ interpretation of the scriptures, which is not, it's not, that's not what it is. So it's just still more blasphemy. It's just Jewish blasphemy instead of Christian blasphemy.